We always somehow get like a leg injury or an arm injury. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. I don't understand it.
So the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that most characters have brains the size of my left tennis ball. Now I'm far from the
Oh
smartest
no.
nigga walking. I might be on the opposite end of the spectrum, keep it a beam with you. But you know how Lil Wayne said, real G's move in silence like lasagna? For movie characters
No.
it's real goofies moving goofy like Goofy. Goober. The biggest red flag of a black character in
What?
a movie is when they trying to go investigate shit. Like nigga, if you don't sit your
I don't only see white characters do that in horror movies, but maybe I haven't seen enough horror movies to know all that. Cause, oh my goodness, nobody wants to investigate. Nobody. If anything, we out. We're not investigating. This one time, I heard a noise. I was not investigating. I couldn't leave the house though. I wasn't able to leave the house. I just stayed next to my door, ready to get anything that was right there.
nosy ass down. Nothing good ever comes from minding other people's business. If you hear a motherfucker screaming help in the forest, fuck them. And if you do decide,
Dog, that reminds me. I was watching the Smile tapes, right? It was like a year ago. I was watching the Smile tapes, and there was a guy screaming help in the forest. And then wait, was that Smile? I think it was. And then that guy went up to the forest, investigated, white people stuff. I'm not being racist. Then he went over, and it was not a person saying hello, and then he got killed, and then nobody ever seen him ever again. Which is why you just don't do that. If they're constantly screaming help loudly, they're probably not in as much danger as they make it sound like. Probably not in as much danger as they make it sound like.
to check on them. You know what a long distance relationship is? You better be like, you good over there, gangy? I can't
Need some
pull
more
up on you,
water.
but I could bust a couple plays and get you up out of there. You feel me? But even that's doing too much. Now the ops got your location. And I know I'm not one to
Oh
talk.
yeah.
I was literally just telling y'all how I was getting jiggy in a sundown town at 1 a.m. But there was another situation where my car broke down on this dirt trail in the middle of the night. And you wanna know what's funny? Both of these events took place on the same night. This
Oh
shit was
no.
straight out of
I don't ever want to go on the dirt trail. I don't. I mean, I'm 14 though, so I might get my driver's permit this year. But I don't. No, I'm not going into anything. I don't know how people just drive so calmly on those mountains, and then they're driving the fence right there. Like one swerve and you could be dead. Same thing with people riding motorcycles. You know them roads with those long hills. Hold on. Let me find it. Uphill roads like this. What if it's a lot of what if it's a lot of traffic, and then you're on a motorcycle and you just sitting right there, and you just sitting right there, engine on, and you're slanted up like this, slanted up like this. Oh my, I'd be terrified, man. I don't know how. Downhill too. Look, you go downhill. At any moment, you could just take your feet off and you're free falling. You're free falling. I can't do that. No. No, no,
of
no.
a movie, bruh. The first thing I noticed when I turned onto this trail was there were no lights. Nothing but forest around the east side of the path. I'm not tripping though, cause
You
I'm
gotta
about
be
to push
scaring
through
me.
this bitch and keep it moving. My fucking vehicle cut off. Like, bro, I'm literally in the skinwalker's kitchen. And you gonna do me like
I'd be
this?
scared.
There's only two ways I could have made it out of this situation. You tell me which one it was. I either stayed locked in my car till the sun came up, or
Nope. Out.
I
Actually,
Swiss cheesed
yeah.
everything in a 50-mile. But if this was a movie, I'd have wandered off into the forest because I heard a voice saying it knew where my dad was. But I can't talk about the
Nah, but most of these movies, their parents are gone since they were a child. They ain't seen them in like years. Years. Like, they disappeared for a long time. Nobody knows what happened. All of a sudden, there's somebody talking about, I know where your dad is. Like, you don't know me. How you know that's my dad? How you know that's my mom? And saying, I could take you. I could take you to him. I could take you to her. Don't trust none of that. Could have done that a long time ago. And they just out there in the forest. It's got to be a reason they in the forest.
negative
No,
and not bring
no,
up the
no, no.
positive. And if we're gonna talk about positive for the black horror niche, we gotta shout out my nigga Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele. I'm talking about movies like Get Out, Us, the new Candyman. Shit, he the new
I ain't seen
Candyman
that.
the way he be giving me sugar. Bro, what the fuck? But this nigga is changing the narrative,
you good?
moving the needle, as some would say. Us is literally one of the most suspenseful horror films I've ever watched.
Dude, I watched that. The first time I watched it, I did not see that twist coming. It's kind of like, almost like Fight Club. Like, in the end, all that wasn't even real. I mean, it was, but in reality, it was a narrator all along. Tyler Durden didn't exist. He was Tyler Durden. But in Us, it's like the whole twist was that the girl that we see throughout the whole movie, except for the start, that's actually that's actually the one that slit her throat. But it made sense in the end, cause like, of course the voice was all deformed. Like if you get your throat slit, your voice ain't gonna be normal. I should have caught on to that, but I wasn't really thinking. I thought that was a girl from the start.
That joke.
No. Oh,
I had my
okay.
cheeks clenched for the entire 120 minutes. And there were moments in this movie where stereotypically dumb decisions were made. But the characters actually had soul. They had a personality that made you invested in them. And Get Out actually portrays
really
racist themes, with the main point being they're kidnapping African Americans and taking control of their bodies because they want a 40
I gotta get some more water. I gotta get some more water for this. Now I'm gonna have to pee. Nah, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. That's some good water. Some nice, cold, refreshing water straight out the refrigerator, man. Straight out the refrigerator. You know, you got Ozarka. Proudly Texan. I'm not a Texan, though. But that's cool. That's cool. Let's continue.
vert.
Hold on,
Crisping African Americans and taking control of their bodies because they want a 40-inch vert. This is the definition of doing too much. Just go to the gym, bitch. This shit remind me of those videos where it be like middle-aged women would do anything but actually work out. Motherfuckers be hitting 3 sets of buffoonery and
My mom's middle age. She was just working out just a little bit ago. She was literally just working out, doing those little crunches and all that. And I'm just thinking to my head, like, you gotta burn the fat before you start doing it. I mean, you can still do it, but I mean, you won't see anything.
call it a
Not
day.
for a while, at
But the
least.
main character, Chris, is a photographer, not a criminal or a football player. And not only does he have a good eye, but he actually has common sense. Because whenever anything strange
Speaking of
happens,
common sense, in Scary Movie, or not Scary Movie, Scream 2, it was a cameraman as well, unless that's the guy he's talking about. He was actually doing everything you would actually do. He left right out of there.
he doesn't
Like, no BS. He straight went right out of there. I would have done the same exact thing.
ignore it and go, must be the win. Bro knew he was finna get backdoored and had to dip immediately.
I ain't
I don't
seen
know
that.
how you
Get
feel
Out.
watching
I
if
ain't
you
seen
were
that.
white, but I think you would still appreciate the fact that it's a good movie. Unfortunately, there aren't many other movies you can say the same about. But you know what? This ain't a movie, nigga. This is real life. And I'm gonna tell y'all how a black character would actually react to these trash-ass killers. Starting off with Ghostface from Scream.
Scream.
Now listen.
Just talking about
What's
that.
understood ain't gotta be said. Because this nigga is getting sent straight to heaven. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. He is not surviving 5 minutes on the block. The only thing he doing with that goofy ass knife is getting in the kitchen and making me a fat ass sandwich. He ain't nothing but an average Joe cosplaying as a musty ass nun.
No, but why's it always high school? You telling me high schoolers are good enough that you can't kill them? I mean, yeah, in the first one, he was getting beat in stupid ways. Like, this one time, this girl was just kicking him, and I don't know if that was Billy or Stu, but either way, I don't know. I don't think it should have went down like that though.
Now next up we have P. Diddy.
Realistically, I don't think they would have actually gotten caught at that moment. I think they definitely would have gotten caught later, but not then.
He isn't even a horror movie character, but I feel like I had to talk about him simply out of respect for the game. Bro is the Russell Westbrook of being a piece of shit. He just stat padding at this point. I'd rather be stuck in one of Jigsaw's puzzles than be trapped in a room with this freak ass nigga. But I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. It's a tough one right here. Cause bro a 99 overall dirtbag. He got Hall of Fame baby oil drencher and limitless freak. The fuck y'all expect me to do? I can't up switch cause every round just gonna slide off his belly. The only feasible answer is to call the police. But bitch, do I look like Gunna? Snitching is not an option. So as a last resort, I'm just gonna grab the nigga and self-destruct. Coming in hot, we got Michael Myers. I had to consult the hood council for this nigga.
He can't. He got super strength that he can't die. He was human. How was he ever a human? I read something and it said like he was the embodiment of humans' evil, and he could not be killed. How does that? Okay.
This is man.
Let's move on.
What? This is a man not to be played with. He has survived being shot, jumped, burnt, electrocuted, and exploded. This is the type of nigga your girl wants you to fight because he looked at her the wrong way. Bitch, you trying to get me?
No, I'm running. I'm going out of country, all that. He's still probably gonna get me, but I'm just keep moving. I don't know, cause I'm not facing him. Is he in here right now? No. Okay. But I for real be running. I can't. If I know I can't kill him, I would not stay there trying to kill him.
Get me killed?
And they got Halloween ends. But, you know.
Any sane black person is fleeing the planet. Matter of fact, any sane person in general. I'm not sticking around for this nigga to slide on me with his custom-made shiesty and murder on his mind. I don't care how slow bro be moving. Look at some of the best players in the league. Look like they be eating chicken Big Macs and elephant leg and will still drop a triple-double on your titty. I know how the game go. So yeah, I'll just become an astronaut and live in space.
Oh, yeah.
You stupid bitch!
Pulling up next, we have probably the
me,
scariest nigga on this list. Now, I'm not finna do all that glazing like I did last video, but this nigga is an Avengers level threat. I'm talking about it. So yeah, we got Chucky.
Oh.
Now, I never played football, but you would think I was prime Justin Tucker the way I'm playing this nigga. He getting done worse than Ghostface. Like, bro, imagine you just had a...
It's Chucky strong. I mean, I seen it, but I forgot about it. I seen it as a kid. How strong can the little doll be, with a knife? How strong can a talking doll with a knife actually be? Cause if he's as strong as I think a doll would be, no, it would not see the light of day. If we cross paths.
Full day at work. You get home just trying to chill and wind down, and this little nigga come poke you in your leg. So yeah, being black in horror movies is kinda fucking dookie. But being in horror movies is just trash in general. But let me know what you think about representation in horror films. Not even just for black people. I know everyone be getting salty when they see a character pull a decision worse than KSI deciding to release.
Exactly. And it's always a favorite character. They build him up to be your favorite character, the most likable out of all of them, and they do something stupid and they die. How does that make sense? It's they make them the most likable character so far, and then they go on and die.
It's music. Shout out Gangy for the video idea though. I'm trying to get these videos out for y'all faster, but trying to balance military life with YouTube is nasty work. But I'ma keep grinding though, cause 2025, we taking over this shit, baby boy. Usually I crash out in the outro, but this time I'm gonna be chill with it. Just like the video so I can get out the army and keep
man, I got you. I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna subscribe. I'm not subscribed on this channel. Alright, that was a good video. We got 3 more, and then we got FNAF. That was actually a good video, though. That was relatable. Okay, I hope you guys liked the stream, man. Or the video. I hope you guys liked the video. But if you really liked it, man, go ahead and drop a like, maybe subscribe too. And maybe just follow these socials. Pop it up right now. Just follow those. I mean, you don't have to. No one's obligating you to. But might as well, you know, you're already here. I'm not forcing you, am I? Am I?